It has been 8 strong weeks that I've been silent, that I've sat by the wayside and I've watched and I've listened, and I've actually experienced and witnessed a lot of misrepresentation of my skills, my abilities, and the events of that day. And so no longer can I sit beside and just wait for others to continue to write this narrative without me being a part of it.
Take me back to January 6th. When did you realize that there was a problem going on at the water treatment plant, and then walk me through what you did?
The night of the 5th, leading in the night of the 5th and early into the morning of the 6th, we had a weather call because we knew that impending weather was coming our way. And so I had not been briefed about anything going on or any concerns at the water plant or the wastewater plant or any other issues within DPU. It was after that call, that early AM call on the 6th, that I was notified by plant staff, the superintendent, that there was a flood happening at the water plant. And so when I got to the plant, I found a situation that was chaotic. I found a situation that was fearful. I found staff that was scared of the events that were taking place.
April Bingham says by the time she arrived, catastrophic flooding had already filled the basement, which halted water production. The power was out and the computer systems were offline. She says she called in extra staff, including electricians, experts, and engineers.
And so how involved were you in figuring out the solutions?
There were no immediate answers, right? There was planning, right? So we needed to understand what we needed and how quickly we needed it and what we needed it for.
And so when did it click for you that we have a public crisis on our hands that we need to get ahead of?
The plant superintendent asked to speak directly with myself and the deputy director. And he said, we need to consider a boil water advisory at 10 a.m. Immediately thereafter, I contacted my boss to make sure that that information was passed forward. So I knew at 10 a.m. that we needed to move forward with next steps in planning for the region.
Who is your boss?
My boss is Sabrina Joy Hogg.
That's the interim chief administrative officer, the top manager of all city operations.
As you're very aware, you have been criticized for a lack of communication. The counties have said that, the state has said that. They said by the time that they were aware of the severity of the crisis, they did not have time to properly respond and prepare. Do you feel like you dropped the ball on communication?
Absolutely not. My job in crisis management was to feed information back to the main library so that they could then share with the public. And that's what I did. I could not bring in resources, manage staff, take care of contractors, and feed the public.
She says Joy Hogg should have been responsible for sharing information with the counties. In response, the city spokesperson says many members of city leadership and staff were in regular contact with counterparts in other localities, as well as state agencies, contractors, vendors, and other subject matter experts as part of the response and recovery activities. They say their emergency communications are being reviewed by outside consultants in an effort to identify how to improve them in the future.
You wouldn't change anything about how you handled communication?
No, I would not.
We also discussed the city's after-action reports, which were done by external engineering consultants with H&TB. They found DPU was unprepared and lacked training, standard operating procedures, and emergency planning.
It sounds like we were not prepared going into the winter storm, and we should have been. And so, again, if I'm on vacation and someone is preparing the plant for a winter storm, that is not my job. My job is to ensure that you're doing your job. I'm coming back off a vacation. I should have been briefed on all of that, and I was not.
But as director, wouldn't you have an oversight capacity to check in with your deputy directors and your plant superintendent and say, show me your plan, let me make sure that this is sufficient?
And that's a very valid question. And I will say that coming off a vacation, from December the 20th until January the 3rd, I did not check in with anyone to say, let me see your plan.
Do you think you should have checked in?
Well, in hindsight, maybe that's something that I would probably say could have happened. I won't run from that. But at the same token, I am not going to shy away from the individuals that are responsible for doing their job.
To that point, Bingham cited concerns with lower management that had more direct oversight of the plant.
I recognize that we have put people in positions that are greater than their skill sets.
Did you put any of those people in those positions?
Absolutely not. I inherited all of it.
If these issues were known to you prior to January 6th, wouldn't that say to you, I need to make sure that our plant can handle a disaster on January 6th because we are under a state of emergency, and I already know that we have problems with the management of this facility?
So let me say this, Tyler. When I took the role in December of 2021, there were a lot of fires to put out, right? And the plant at that time was not a fire. Customer service was a fire. Natural gas was a fire. Stormwater was a fire. And on January 6th, it is unfortunate that I was not aware of all of the coils that were bad, or the bus tie, or other things that have come out of the HNTB report. But I'm telling you the truth. In this role, there is so many variables to consider and to address. And these things are not the sole responsibility of April Bingham.
In response to questions about plant management, a city spokesperson says the new DPU director, Scott Morris, has taken steps to improve operations, including updating plant staffing shift deployment across key positions, including operations, maintenance, electrical, and engineering.
When you take a look at all of the findings that have presented so far, is there anything that you can look at within these reports and say, you know, as the director, I'm going to take accountability for that?
I stand firm as I entered this role as an accomplished professional. I took this role knowing that there would be challenges. I took this role knowing that every day would not be a good day. I took this role knowing that I would have to build relationships and bring in resources needed to be able to accomplish the goals and the missions. And where there were no goals and missions, I had to create some. And so I'm not going to hang my head low on anything that I've not done, because what I did do, it needed to be done at that time. One could say that I ran out of time because there was so much that needed to be done.
And so, going back to the question, your answer would be no.
No, I think I have served the city of Richmond, especially the Department of Public Utilities, wholeheartedly. I hold my head high, knowing that I did the best that I could at the time that I had available to me, and I hold no regrets.